their feet underneath them, see
Mm-hmm.
where they're going to sit. 8BitMan kind of hit the ground running. He was like, look, I'm tearing people up immediately. And obviously he's been doing just that, doing very well in the online or offline, tournament runs. But since those are no longer with us, he's transitioned very well over to online and, going up against Dabuz here. This is going to be a good one.
If Dabuz does block into the Min, this should be really interesting because 8BitMan's Rob in general, but especially piloted by 8BitMan, very effective at range and has a transcendent laser that will just go all the way across the map, right? It has basically infinite range.
That's right.
Which you need infinite range to outrange Min because Min has crazy range. So
that's right.
This is one of those weird matchups where if played correctly, 8BitMan can force Dabuz to be the rushdown, which is definitely a change in tempo from what you might be used to in a Min matchup. But also, this requires a larger stage to set up that kind of neutral interaction. Because usually, like on smaller stages like Smashville, it doesn't matter if you have infinite range because Min can just hit the entire stage anyway. She doesn't care.
Rush down Min? That doesn't even roll off the tongue properly. We'll see how it goes. Dabuz is busting out the Min right here and has the heavy arm too, so definitely rocking my combination of Min. I've only played her a handful of times, but there's just something about that heavy arm, that Megaton punch that just gets me going.
It hits like a truck. That's the best part.
Mm-hmm.
When I play Min in arms, I really go for that Megaton arm too.
Absolutely. All right, well, let's go ahead and get it right here. So this match obviously starting off the way we expected it to. Both of these two characters have the ability to zone. The way that they choose to zone obviously very different just due to the nature of their character. Dabuz having a bit easier of a time here laying on the percent, but going to have to see the projectile gameplay on the second stock because that first stock just did not go 8BitMan's way at all.
You get neutral get up right into that big ol' arm, that big yellow bowling ball arm. It's like a villager bowling ball that can go all the way across the stage. That thing hits like a truck.
Excuse me, Dabuz, did we just go for back throw into up B into I don't even, what do you call it with Min? I mean, she can punch in the air. I don't want to say forward air though. It's
a forward air, basically. It's kind of like Mega Man has a jab and a forward tilt that are exactly the same, but the only difference is that Mega Man moves. So I think you're clear to call out a forward air. It's just kind of a really goofy one.
Good. Okay, because I've been trying to get my terminology correct because Terry has back special and a forward special, all types of stuff, but. Neither here nor there. 8BitMan able to draw some blood and get a point on the board here for himself, 126%. And wow, see, this is the danger that Rob brings. Rob, yes, has the ability to. Whoa! Has the ability to zone, but can definitely put the hands on you if need be.
What a crazy! When I thought 8BitMan went off the stage, I thought he was going for upper or something down below, but no, he just went for the bounce off the top. He was thinking 8 steps ahead with that top there. Brilliant plays from 8BitMan to climb back into this game one.
Absolutely. I am just, and I mean, I'd like to say I'm in utter disbelief. I mean, I know that combo can happen, and I guess if anybody was to do that combo, it would be 8BitMan. I hate it had to happen to Dabuz, though.
I mean, he's not out of this. Dabuz is certainly fighting right now to keep 8BitMan in the corner, but these fares are going to break him out, create a stage parity here on Pokemon Stadium.
Absolutely, and of course, we got the flame on the arm right there, so you know exactly what that means. Good dodge right there. Oh my goodness, the back air is going to close it out in a very anticlimactic turn of events. I did not expect it to go down like that.
That's anything you can do, I can do better almost from Dabuz, right? A crazy edge guard brought 8BitMan back into the game after he was in a huge deficit, 150+% deficit. But then the reverse edge guard right back, it looked like 8BitMan was trying to set up some more spinning to win off on the right side. But a brilliant recovery using the tethers, basically the full length of Min's tether, to sneak back to the ledge and then turn around with that big old bowling ball arm. Get a nice snipe on the side and no splash screen to speak of, just took us all by surprise.
Yeah, definitely some, I don't want to say suspect DI, but I would definitely like to hit the interrogation.
I don't know if it was the DI problem.
Yeah, it might have been a little bit too close. Well,
I would have to watch that back because I think that usually when you don't see the splash, even off the side like that, usually a sus DI thing, that happens a lot when people have not terrible DI, but not optimal DI. That happens a lot. But I think that just the big yellow punch arm, man, that thing just hits so hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It might not have been a DI issue.
Yeah, well, definitely have to get the replays going here after this match, or after these top 32 here. But 8BitMan, wow, I gotta say, did not start off that match on the best foot forward for himself. I mean, definitely started to figure some things out along the way. I think it was somewhere along the lines of when they were both on their second stock, he was able to open up. I think it was like some combo string that ended with backer. I'm like, okay, this is the 8BitMan I know. I know that this matchup is kind of tough. Rob can traditionally outzone a good chunk of the cast. When Rob gets outzoned, it's kind of an issue for Rob, but I was definitely figuring it out. Even having, of course, that really sexy combo off the right, but, easy come, easy go is how the saying goes, and Dabuz was able to just drop down backer. I did not expect that to happen, I'm going to be honest.
It was really sneaky from Dabuz for sure. And that's why you just got to always respect the megawatt arm, right? That thing... I've said it a couple times already, and it's only one game in. That thing hits like a truck. Mm-hmm. And Rob is a pretty easy target, all things considered. Like, yes, he can outrange when he has the laser charge. That might be what I wasn't considering when I was trying to maybe pre-analyze the matchup at the start. Is when the laser isn't charged, there really is no way for Rob to challenge the full distance megawatt arm.
I agree. It's interesting to see because even characters that don't have the best combo system in the world, when they're up against some of these bigger characters, some of these eyesore type of characters, because Rob is just a lot of robot, and your traditionally whack combo system ends up becoming a little bit more amplified here. But I like this switch in kind of tone right here from 8BitMan. 8BitMan getting a little bit more handsy right now with the Buzz. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness, handsy indeed. Yes, there's the forward air.
Yeah, as soon as that air dodge was burned on the side and intercepted by the first arm rotor, that really was all she wrote there for Dabuz's Min, right? Because the recovery is another weakness. Usually when you see a tether recovery character, they have like a strong recovery because you can be really sneaky, but the range is so short on it, it can be very easily abused by good edge guarding.
Oh my god. Was able to catch the get up option with the Nair the Legend. Yeah, I agree. Min is definitely in a class for own when it comes to recovery system. I mean, of course, having two different type of up specials. You would think most characters that have oh my, wait a second, hold up a minute. Okay, very smart. Just goes for the up tilt. No need to go for the up air. Don't put yourself in a weird spot and waits it out. Great 8BitMan like patience. Lands right on top of the F smash, and there's that second stock there.
And the reflect on the up smash perfectly timed from Dabuz. I love him using every single iota of Min's kit. And again, turning around that infinite range on the laser and making it actually a boon for Min as long as you can time the smash perfectly right. But 8BitMan finds himself up a stock here, and Dabuz has to answer. He does have the stage for himself. Gonna just land a parry on the top to really nullify the option.
Oh, yeah, wait that out. Very smart. He even throws the second one just for good measure. I love the coverage options off the ledge. You can only do so much out there. But yes, we're going to try to put you in the robo lariat, excuse me. And that was all right. The buzz just said we out.
But that's the persistence from 8BitMan, though, right? He's just persistent on the edge guards, and as long as you're persistent, you will eventually catch Min in a position where she just can't make it back.
Mm-hmm. So. It's tough. Robo Lariat is very difficult for all characters to deal with off stage. Mm-hmm. That move just, of course, lasts forever. Does great damage. Has some pretty decent knockback as well. It's just tough, especially in a game like Ultimate where, the minute you're off stage, your whole life can be turned literally quite upside down. So, great stuff. Being able to obviously not only just get the game, but of course, put things back, into your end of the thing, the match with, in case of like momentum, because I feel like you get a character that you're fighting against like Min, and she is just kind of like the momentum and the mood killer with just kind of how slow paced she can play at times. So if you can get a little bit of momentum going on your side, especially going into a game like this here, game number 3, I think you'll be in good shape.
Yeah, momentum definitely is a big factor for Min, because if you land even if you just land like one hit, we've seen what happens when Min can land one hit onto Rob. Where it goes both ways in the matchup too, but it's particularly volatile in Min's case, right? Because if you can knock off the stage, someone who's good at edge guarding is going to clean you up eventually. But if you get the hits, you can actually just keep Rob in disadvantage. This is a matchup where both characters have relatively poor disadvantage states, so just getting those wins and then playing by your game plan in the advantage state could lead to a victory here. And we're going to go to Town and City, one of the bigger stages in the list.
That's right.
I'm curious about this, because I thought that maybe if 8BitMan were to play a bit more passively, this could be an advantage for him. But, you know, and he's not even listening to me. He's not playing passively at all. He's just going in, hitting that up air button.
Yeah, he's doing what, you know, Robs can certainly do at some of these lower percents. I mean, high percents as well, too, but the low percents is where I really think Rob could be at his most dangerous, depending on who you ask. I mean, just down tilt, being able, just how quick down tilt is, being able just to put on just a lot of destructive level damage from these low percents is just so scary to deal with. And of course, Rob is, you know, some of these moves hit like a ton of bricks, you know, as the up air, the back air, up smash as well can scoop you. So you got to watch how close you get to Rob as well. This is the 8BitMan that I know.
And yeah, MinMin dying at 127% after the hit to the up smash. Man, that, and Town and City too, one of the higher ceilings in the game. So good stuff for 8BitMan to seal up this stock. And now Dabuz is on the back foot. He's just playing slowly but surely around the top at this point on the on this Kalos Pokemon League formation on Town and City.
Absolutely. Holding down the ledge here. I like the Nair options, and wow, that's actually gonna be enough to do it right there. Yeah, I mean, again,
I did not expect that to kill.
Yeah, I did not, you know, but I guess it kind of goes back to the debate, you know, is it more optimal to go off stage and go out and get your opponent, or if ledge trapping is a little bit better? You know, I think the theorists, you know, believe ledge trapping is a little bit more optimal. So huge shout out to Dabuz for kind of tapping into that knowledge and using Nair just at the ledge, because I certainly expect him to go off and try to hit him.
Well, MinMin's ledge traps are scary as heck too. That's the other thing. And she can do them at a safe range and just apply these tilts and smash attacks. And look, like, you see how that scoops down low. It's really scary being on the ledge versus MinMin.
Oh, trying to catch him hanging out at the ledge there. I like that. I'm trying to use the Dragon Breath. Just gonna wait out. Very scary business. Rob, very dangerous to do it off stage and then get some of the lasting after effects right there. Robo Lariat.
That was about the max range of that tether too from Dabuz. I'm pretty sure, because that tether is not nearly as long as like a Joker tether or a Byleth tether or any of the other DLC characters who have tether moves. It's very short range, and Dabuz is using every inch of it to make sure he can make it back. And good snipe with the Dragon Arm. And Dabuz looked like he was down and out on that stock, but he found the wherewithal to clutch it right back.
That's right. And speaking of clutch, 8BitMan digging deep right there. Another spin to win. He brought this one close. I've always felt like, you know, when you get to game number 3 and it's split like this, is a very definitive game. You know, maybe a little bit more definitive than who wins game number 1. So we'll see what the vibes are after this match. Dabuz kind of has 8BitMan against the ropes right now. You know, the arms, just being able to throw punches like this from the middle of the stage. And of course, even if you block the punch, you have to, you know, I guess, you know, just stay mentally aware to understand that there might be the Dragon Breath after the punch too. It's very scary.
There's like 3 or 4 break points in the mix-up where you have to decide when to jump out or when to roll or to pick some kind of option. And shielding all of them usually is a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, she will eat that shield right up. Good up smash. Very smart for the most part. We've only seen it used as a reflector, but the up smash put on just enough damage for the forward air right there to connect. And yes, that heavy arm is it's been such a definitive factor here in this match. And I think it's kind of the it's almost like a mental mix-up. It's like most characters that zone like this don't have attacks like that, that arm. And so I probably imagine that, you know, you spend so much of the match, you know, getting, you know, trying to break this physical zone that MinMin's, you know, getting. That's, you know, she's laying out on you. Then once you get in, you know, she hits you with this arm, and it's like, wow, like this is messing me up mentally. Yeah, one of the things that when a new character comes out is just a surefire way to tell if they're gonna be at least like decent, possibly high tier. I'm not really gonna talk too much about my tier opinions other than this, but do they have a disjointed killing aerial? Like that has always been the case. It usually traditionally ends up on back airs, right? Like the Zero Suit Samus back air, like when Cloud came out and his back air in Smash 4, which is insane. Still is very, very good in this game, and that's part of the reason why he's still very viable. Just having a disjointed killing aerial that will kill people either off the top or off the sides, right? You know, Ike up air is another perfect example. It'll catch landings forever, and it'll kill you eventually. And that was the reason why he was super viable, and still is viable for a long time. And MinMin not only has a killing aerial
that's disjointed, but it goes halfway across the stage, and it's gigantic. So, when the part of the analysis that made it a little foggy if Min Min was going to be good or not at the time when she was released was more to do with like how she's really atypical. Like she doesn't really fit into like a easy, neat little box of an archetype. Like she's not really rush down, she's not really range, and like her moves all function in these weird mix-up ways that don't typically translate to a good zoner character. But then you see the strength in the kit. Dabuz is very much showing the power of Min Min here on display at Smash Out for Breast Cancer.
I agree. I think of all the DLC characters, she's probably the most wonky in terms of, whatever. I think, before it was definitely Hero and like the RNG factor, but RNG or not, Min Min definitely takes that prize and just, what the hell is this character award? So,
before Steve came out anyway.
Oh yeah, before Steve came out, excuse me.
Now that Steve's out, it's a whole new world.
That's right.
Fantastic place agree. I never knew.
All right, man. That's my. If they were doing karaoke tonight, that would definitely be my go-to jam. Do a whole new world. Do both parts. Do Princess Jasmine and Aladdin. But we'll see. We'll see how many wishes right here both of these two players have left. I think of course Dabuz has been doing such a phenomenal job at dealing with 8BitMan on stage. 8BitMan though. Obviously don't want to take anything away from this gentleman. 8BitMan is a terror on and off the sticks. 8BitMan is just a wonderful guy to be around. I think his personality certainly translates well over to his play style. But we're gonna see what he can do here with this Rob. Has a slight lead, but it's starting to be slowly but surely taken away from him.
And Dabuz, just as long as he has the center stage on Battlefield, you see these extendo arms really can just catch any of the platforms at any point in time. And now it's 8BitMan's puzzle to solve how to get in on Min Min when she has a platform above her head.
That's right. I will say that 8BitMan's been doing a solid job at staying on stage, and when the few moments where he does find himself off stage, he knows how to get back immediately and outmaneuver those arms, because that is certainly what Dabuz is looking for. The minute a character, especially a character that doesn't have a hitbox, well, I guess hitbox not on that recovery, but obviously it's a little bit more telegraphed with somebody like Rob. That just definitely makes throwing out your F smashes that much easier of a task.
I'm trying to find a way in, just being patient with these reverses on the tops and the lasers, but batted out again. Dabuz is persistent on his game plan on this stage, and whoa, the neutral they're going to kill straight off at the top.
Yeah, that was very strange.
Every time that Nair kills, it just surprises me, but Dabuz knows that this persistent game plan of playing slow and steady on Battlefield will eventually work. He doesn't need to kill with anything flashy, as long as he just has the center. And then 8BitMan has to solve this chess. Like he like set up check in chess and saying, okay, 8BitMan, now you have to solve every time I move a piece this way and put you in checkmate.
Oh, and then a rare. I don't want to say a rare miss, because he definitely positioned himself properly, but Min Min Dabuz actually falling out of that. I know obviously that's for somebody like 8BitMan who's very well thought of. I know that's a bit of a thorn in his side here, but you know what though, still has him off stage. And oh my god,
okay.
Air dodges a little bit too early. He said, I'm nice with the weaponry. My precision is crisp. Watch yourself out there.
Good stuff to 8BitMan, who does get the stock. And now this could be the start of something. We mentioned that both characters' disadvantage states are not particularly strong against the other. So if 8BitMan has his advantage, he can maybe run it for a long time, keep this Min Min in the corner. But no, there's Dabuz striking back.
That's right. Okay, doing a solid job at keeping him, if not at least off stage, pinned into the corner. What's the mix-up? Okay, goes for the high recovery off the ledge. The parry, and I love the F smash. Knew exactly that Dabuz was going to jump just a little bit too early. I still sometimes question if parrying is optimal, if it's even worth it in this game. And I see scenarios like those, and I'm like, I think it's worth it.
Well, it's definitely better now that the projectile parry functions how it was supposed to for a long time. But yeah, parrying definitely not as game-changing as we thought it would be at launch. Still very, very good. Okay. Good job here reading that pivot. And oh, okay, what is that? Strong up B. Really trying to snipe a high recovery here is Dabuz. Now playing it patient at the ledge.
Oh. That's right. Yeah, gonna go for the back arm, the back. I wish we just took the time to give Min Min better terminology on her punches. I feel like we can really come up with some cool names, but it's just back arm, back punch. I'm like, nah, man, this character deserves better than that.
Okay,
Ooh.
good snipe with the dragon. Now, 8BitMan in a tough spot here, trying to find a way down. Glad he went all the way up. He like did a snake recovery almost, just to try and avoid any kind of horizontal shenanigans. Because we saw Dabuz show the up B to get really high up and then aim to the right before. He could have done the exact same mix-up on the left side. So patience on the recovery from 8BitMan will pay off in this case.
Yeah, and it seems like anytime he gets hit with the punch, especially if the dragon armor is present, he decides to kind of drift backwards just in an attempt to, outmaneuver a potential dragon breath threat. But, this match is starting to kind of snowball away from him here. Hold up a second. What's it going to be? Waits it out and gets the red stuff, but no KO.
Great. That was fantastic DI from Dabuz. It was perfect. If he had anything less than perfect DI, he would have been super dead to that mix-up. But this Min has another lease on life on the second stock. Well, as soon as I say it, obviously, that's how Smash works. Commentator curse, there goes Dabuz. But he still has 100% already in the back pocket here to try and close out this game and head to winner semis.
111%. Still very much in this. Just has to play safe. I love the safe options on shield, the up smash, but the nair came before it. Very smooth options on shield just to try to pin 8BitMan down. Oh my god. The presence of mind, the situational awareness to not go back to the ledge too quickly. Very great.
8BitMan really trying to mix up on the shield of Dabuz, but Dabuz not fallen victim to any of these down tilts or back airs. And the drop! And the perfectly timed Megawatt sends Dabuz to winner's semis. That smash down breast.
Very awesome stuff right there, man. Great match like I knew it'd be. I don't think I've commentated a Dabuz Min match, or to be honest, much Min at all. Even when this character came out, there was still a lot of online tournaments, and there wasn't a lot of players who picked her up, or maybe they were, and I just didn't commentate that part of bracket, but it's nice to see another, like Esam played Min, another Min played, at its fullest extent, its top level. I think that was wonderful. I got to see what type of role she kind of fits in. She's very slow at times, and she can be very dangerous up close once she's comfortable and she has a pretty sizable lead and advantage. But I got to say, Min, definitely a turtley-like character,
Yeah. Min, I think Esam and Dabuz both concur that Min is just a really good pocket character.